Hello everyone, and welcome to another Thomas Wooden Railway video. Today we're going to be looking at some recent new in-box items which I've purchased over the course of a while. These are all Wooden Railway brand items. These were mostly purchased because of the introduction of the new wood line, and I decided it might be nice to purchase Wooden Railway while it lasts. Funny enough, after I purchased this, it was announced that, well, not officially announced, but a lot of people have been speculating that the line's been canceled. A lot of retailers have been saying um, that they're sending out orders of Wooden Railway again. So I'm not quite sure what the deal with that is, but for now, here's some Wooden Railway items which I've purchased. The last two are technically weren't purchased in the last while. They were purchased, well, they were given to me as a present for Christmas, and I've never shown them off. But they're staying in their original packaging, so I decided why not show them with this sort of collection. So let's get into it. First item I have here is a Talking Thomas, which was purchased at a Toys R Us, and they were having their Wooden Railway clearance. This went through three pricing decreases. It was originally, these are originally $19, then it went down to $13.98, and then back to $19.98, and then down to $9.98. Pretty cool. This is the second talking model. The first one I have is I believe a James from the Hero of the Rails movie, and he works.
I must not delay. I have more jobs to do.
And that's the old voice, which I quite like from, I think, Series 13. Yeah, there's Talking Thomas. There's the prototype there that has him with a red buffer beam, which is interesting. There's the side, Talking Thomas, and then there's his face. And there's the prototype again, which looks quite different to the final model. He looks more raised on this one, like he looks higher on his chassis. But that's interesting. That has Talking Thomas, Thomas Parlant. It's funny, there has French on the packaging, but I've never seen a French Talking Thomas before. But then it says, press in here, Thomas Talk, and then there's his cab, and then there's Fisher-Price web address and logo, and then just information on the product. And yeah, there's the UPC, and then there's the bottom, average copyright Spiel, Britt Allcroft Productions, Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends trademark. And yeah, manufactured and imported into the EU by, that's interesting. I guess this is an old product, I don't know, EU sort of stuff. I don't really get the whole political thing, but yeah, there's Thomas. On the same day I purchased the Thomas, I found these at a dollar store, so I just decided I'd throw them in as well. Weird Thomas sort of tie-in product, which is playing cards. Has that funny looking promo of James. The title on the front says Thomas and Friends and Le Petit Train, which is Thomas and which is the small train, so it's Thomas the Small Train in French. This was purchased at a Dollarama store for $2. It's got sort of that new sort of Thomas aesthetic look to it on the top and bottom there. There's the side where it just says Thomas Playing Cards, and then Thomas Playing Cards in French, which is Carte d'Azur. And then here's the back, and then there's obviously the faces of the cards you can get. There's Thomas, Caitlin, Stephen, Gordon. I assume that's the backing of the cards. Hit Entertainment logo, there's that Thomas that's on everything, and then the same copyright spiel, and this is done by Imagine Publications. So let's take a look at what we get in this. I'll just take a quick look. This is the only item that I'll be taking out of the packaging today. Oh, maybe I won't. We've got the cards here. I probably won't take off the seal for another video maybe, but yeah, there's the front, then there's the back, the Joker card, and I guess James is the Joker card unless he's actually on a card and this is just a random shot that they decided to use. Just throw that back in there. There's a nice little promo item. And yeah, playing cards. I'm actually going to just put the items that I've shown in the back here. The next two were purchased at a store called Mastermind Toys, which is a Canadian toy store. I bought these both at the store. They were slowly having less Wooden Railway items, and they started getting more wood stuff. So hopefully, yeah, I might go back and get some more Wooden Railway if their prices go down, but probably not because this stuff is still pretty expensive. Here is Diesel 10. This is the, I believe, 2013 or 2014 release of the model. This is before they did that weird thing with the wheels, where they made them like thin on the inside, so yeah, it's pretty cool. I love the actual model. I absolutely hate the new face. Just looks so too happy for me. Yeah, it says Diesel 10 there, and there's some product codes. There's his back. There's the top where you can see Pinchy. And there's the back again. Average copyright spiel there. You know, average kid entertainment copyright thing. And along with Diesel 10, he cost $19. And this was the other model I got, is the reintroduction Trevor model. And he was reintroduced because of his, like, he was in one of the new episodes, I think, like, for 2 minutes. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the new design, but it does look a bit better than the older one. The new face it's huge, but I guess you can say it's an improvement. He was $14.99. And he has that weird thing with the wheels that they're curved in. But yeah, there's Trevor, and that's, I guess, Trevor. I'll put him to the side. The last wooden railway item I bought was from a consignment store, and it's a wooden railway dart. Pretty happy to have this. This is actually a learning curve model, so I'll try to get that to focus in there. So it's quite old. It's from the release of the Day of the Diesels movie, and yeah, Dart is, I believe, currently, I'm not sure if they have him in the wood line, but yeah, here he is. I do like the older aesthetic of the learning curve with like that red and yellow border around, so that's pretty cool to see. There is a sticker on top of the original UPC just saying stuff about from the store that it was purchased at. Yeah, for $13.99 it's $1 less. Well, this one was $14.99, so it's $1 less than an actual new wooden railway item, so that was pretty cool. They also had Scruff as well, so I might get Scruff. I'm probably not. And that was in the original wooden railway packaging. They also had some of the newer Mattel packaging, so maybe not. I'm not sure. We'll take a look at the two last items now. Again, I mentioned before these were presents for Christmas, but I'll take a look at them anyway. First thing we have here is a wooden railway Ryan. This is from Soto's Legend of the Lost Treasure, and a bit of a disappointing model. It's just sort of a scrunched down Thomas, but the face is pretty nice. The paintwork is pretty cool as well. His nameplate, which is right there, and I'll try to get that to focus, is so shrunken down. It's not very good looking, but they could have done some better job in finding another engine to use. I've seen people use a wooden railway width to make him look longer, which I think is a better improvement. There's the back with, average copyright information for Fisher-Price and distributor information. There's not much to go through with this one, but yeah, it's Legend of the Lost Treasure tie-in. That's the only actual wooden railway item that you can still get at Toys R Us, which I actually saw at. There is a Legend of the Lost Treasure skiff model, which nobody really wants. He seems to be on clearance everywhere. I got him actually on a bookstore for $5. I bought two actually, so that was pretty cool. Next we have, lastly we have a Shima. I do actually have one opened already, and I still retain the packaging, so I'm going to throw out the box for the one that I've opened. I'll just have this one hanging on the wall. Shima is actually one of the newer models, which I kind of like. It reminds me of the original wooden railway model, but the paint job's kind of iffy, so to speak. This is a tie-in for the Great Race movie. You can see Ashima's at the top. Same sort of deal with Ryan, is that in the movie she's like much longer, but she's sort of like scrunched down into this Thomas Wooden Railway model. And even the paint job on this one sort of has the same problems with mine, is that around the, I don't know what you'd call this arch thing, like I guess that's part of the boiler? It's like there's a black part that leads up to it. It's very sloppily painted, and sort of ends off. It sort of cuts off when it's not supposed to. I'm not sure exactly why, but yeah, that's the problem with mine. I've seen this on a lot of the models, so I guess it's an issue that's not resolved. But yeah, that's a Shima, and for the Great Race, and then that ends off. If I can get her to stay like that, I guess I'll just do that. That ends off this Thomas Wooden Railway unboxing. I hope you enjoyed. I may do reviews of these individually, but probably not. But yeah, that's the end of this review. You can click up on the top of the screen to see some other Thomas Wooden Railway related videos. Thanks for watching, and this is Thomas Ultimate 1213 saying bye for now.